in Willy Wonka, there's the everlasting gobstopper, and this is oddly similar to how weight it wanes. And so, if it's not weight that wanes, a flavor that doesn't go out. This was the concept in that movie, and so if they're oddly similar, it's just playing with abrasion, how electron decay would encapsulate or deploy. When it comes down to looking cool, you know it's going to be an offshoot. It's just like, if you're not informed, is that good looking? You know, yes and no. It's this thing where we're alive in B-grade movies, C-grade, D-grade. You find this charm in them and it's great, but you know that it's not better than if it was done right. But abrasion can be the solution. As I was saying, there's like mental and physical. It's just there's these statures that they can act as ones. And so with your hair having attitude, it's like you can bog it down with leave-in conditioner and spray, even gel if you want to look like an a-hole. But you can also know where your cowlicks form. Cowlick sounds like a calyx, and a cyst, and a callus. These are all words that are derived from solidification. There's like a double fracture. The definition is like you have a fracture and it breaks inside the same place, but it splits out further, or it could be on the same bone. You have two places where it breaks, so it's a meaning for two things and they're both the same. And so that's bad, especially if it's like in purgatory. There's like this area where it's between heaven and hell, and then like you're stuck there and it's seeming totally different. But if that's like on planet Earth, it's just you're not alive, it would be the same. You got two surfaces. If one is floppy and one is solid, you put the floppy surface underneath the solid one and apply any action. It's gonna gum up the middle and act as though it's being abrased, even if there's no abrasive surfaces. And good, I understand there might be some abrasive surfaces. There can be mental or physical. And so even if there are, it's just gonna double up and use that as tension. And so now it's gonna be gummed up in the middle. And then using this as a faction and saying, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. Why is any of this of occurrence? Well, surface tension's a thing. Surface. You know that it's not better than if it was done right with the same storyline. You've got to use your head wherewithal, but saying we're like, oh, I know this curb to my right, it's bogged down with snow up the wazoo. This one I'm on, it won't be. But lo and behold, we've got like a Christmas tree down out the way. That'll be a breed. Would you rather walk across a tree or snow? A tree, because it's more predictable. And so in predictability is like, if you're crossing the street, you're going to be looking at a car's blinker, because the signs can be finicky with when to cross, because the crosswalk, if on one side, is a place where if it's on the other side it isn't. So then you'd be looking at not the driver, where their eyes are. You look at their like turn signal, and it's like where tight pants are cool. My thighs, they're getting bigger, so it looks like my pants that are baggy or tight. So I'm having a hard time reaching into them with pockets that I'm putting stuff in. And if it looks like I'm having a hard time reaching in my pockets, it's like, oh, I'm not wearing tight pants. I don't know. My muscle memory isn't used to this style. And so that's a thing where I would not look cool, but it's like sign of the times where females are wearing their pants so high, it's like Steve Urkel, and that, if you think is attractive, to me isn't.